over 3 more hours to render this video, which, by the way, is less than an hour long. It's like a freaking stool. Oops. That, by the way, is a spider. It is such a beautiful day outside. In fact, it's so hot I have to have the fan on, which amazingly still works. Just got back from the store. You may have already seen my upgrades. And yeah, we're gonna perform some upgrades today to the T500, a RAM upgrade and a new external hard drive. Those of you that know me and know what I usually buy in terms of RAM and hard drives, maybe not so much RAM but hard drives, you're already probably shaking your heads because this is completely different from what I normally get. Wanted to see what this stuff could do. Normally I buy Lexar branded RAM, but yeah, like I said, I wanted to see what this stuff could do. Hopefully it works because it is Mac branded RAM, but it should work with just about anything. It says it's Mac compatible. We'll see. Normally I'm not a big fan of anything but Western Digital's finest external and internal hard drives, but maybe we might be going a little bit away from that after that thing right there. I'll still buy their internal drives because nothing has compared to that. But I wanted to see what this could do, so we'll find out. So let's take a look at the actual RAM itself. What does it boast? Nothing. It's just basically RAM inside a box. So let's open this, because this shouldn't be that hard to open. In fact, that's actually relatively easy. So there we go. We have one stick of 4 gig DDR3L 1600. Hopefully it works with my system. We'll find out. I know my system's DDR3. I don't know if it's DDR3L. But let's go get the system off and unplug it. And we'll install the new memory, and we'll see if it works. For the first time in 4 days, this system will be powered down for any period of time. Which is fairly long uptime for a laptop, but not for me. I've had them up for months at a time. And apparently as programs running. We'll let those shut themselves down. It'll let me know when it's going to shut itself off. Come on. Let's force shutdown then. This is what you wanted to see, a 2-minute segment in a video of a computer shutting down. Oh wait, nope, here we go. Or not. Yep, there we go. You want to make sure you shut it down completely, because if you don't, when you go to change your RAM, you will be greeted with an unpleasant surprise. Trust me, I've done it before. It isn't very pleasant. No, when this thing shuts down, this is going to lose internet because I have the wireless turned off, so it communicates only via the wired connection. It does take a while to shut down. Maybe you will get to see a 2-minute segment of the computer shutting down. With me talking in the background, of course, but still. No idea what it's doing. And no unusual clicks, at least not as far as I can tell. Here we go. It is now shut down. I'm going to go ahead and switch my thing down here back into auto mode. That way it turns off all of the unnecessary stuff. Kind of was in a weird funk where it would switch itself off for a couple seconds and turn everything off, which is kind of annoying, if you ask me. Let's unplug all the cables. It's the next fairly important bit, because you can't really move it if you don't unplug everything. It's been a while since I've seen the back of this machine. Look at how clean that is. Oops, there's a screw missing. The screw belongs to this machine. I know that already. At least I think it does. Hopefully my battery doesn't decide it's going to come flopping out on me. But let's go ahead and put you on the tripod and change the RAM. Well, first of all, find my screwdriver and turn wind cut on because my fan's on and you're probably getting buffeted with wind from the fan. Now that wind cut's on, it's probably a lot more tinny, but you want to actually remove, I've done a RAM upgrade video instructions. You want to remove all of them that are marked with a RAM chip, which I'll show you here. All the screws that are marked like that, with a RAM chip on them, are necessary to take this. There are 4 of them. These take off the palm rest. And they're fairly important, all of them, so do not lose them. So ye old T42 is going to have to sit aside while I test this, make sure that it works, put it up on the world's messiest, more than likely, desk, so you don't need to comment about it. See if she runs. I'm not very optimistic here, but it looks like it's actually going to work. It is. F1. Enter BIOS setup. Alright. Okay, apparently that worked. Cool. We have 5 gigs of installed memory. That actually worked. Now I want to see... Jesus Christ, that's loud. I want to see which RAM is actually better. This LPDA, whatever, PC38500S. I am going to run memtest 86 to make sure that this is 100% stable, but let's unplug that temporarily. What is this? What's in the bottom? PC38500S. It's basically the same damn thing. 1RX8. Oh, they're both the same. Won't really matter. Won't give a performance difference either way. I like the green PCBs that match, so it's, you know, it's the little things. It's the very, very little things that matter. So now I'm going to put the palm rest back on, which you don't need to see because you've already seen me take it off. And we will run memtest. Let's power it on, make sure it still works. Which probably won't now that I have it put together. And, oh, Thinkpad. I want to enter BIOS setup here. Or not. You could just... Come on. Let me in. Oh, it wants me to enter setup. I don't know why. Escape that. We're going to start up from the ATAP CD-ROM. We're actually going to boot up memtest 86, not memtest 86 Plus, like I usually do. I might try them both, but I wanted to see what this could do. It's a video of differences. Boot up from the ATAP CD-ROM. Hopefully this works, because I don't really want to try and boot Windows up. any particular reason. For whatever reason, that thing's going into sleep. I'm not sure why. Just boot the original Test 86. Look at how fast that works. 2 CPUs found. I have 514 megabytes of RAM available, which is quite a bit. Okay. It's doing a pretty good job. Of course, I can't hear what I'm doing over the stupid fan in the background, and you can't see it because this camera really does not agree with these blue-colored backgrounds, which they should fix because that's really irritating me because the camera doesn't see it, and it's just kind of sort of annoying. Let's turn that back on. I'm not sure why that went to sleep, but whatever. Now, I am aware that I can't really use this to its fullest potential until I get 64-bit Windows. Or, sorry, no, 64-bit Windows installed on this system. Otherwise, it just simply won't work because I will only be able to access 3. So, with that said, let's go ahead and unbox. I'm sorry if I sound like crap because my voice is probably high passed because that's what WindCut does on this particular machine. Well, let's go ahead and unbox this Toshiba drive. Might as well make this an official unboxing. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Toshiba, storage made simple, USB 3.0 and 2.0. Plug and play, drag and drop use. Don't hope they mean that literally. USB 3.0 powered portable add-on storage, easy to use with no software to install, we can read that. Accommodates large digital files with spacious storage capacity. Protects your drive with a shock sensor and ramp loading technology, which basically everything has nowadays. We also get peace of mind with Toshiba's 3-year limited warranty, so if this fails in, say, a year, I'll actually be able to send it back and hopefully get a working unit if it's dead in the box. Which it shouldn't be, I expect decency from a big manufacturer. Anyways, what else? It's formatted for NTFS. Surprisingly enough, they don't actually list Windows 8 on here, which is interesting. Requires reformatting for OS X, which of course is the way everything is unless you want to buy a drive for Mac, which ironically is actually far more expensive than reformatting the drive yourself. So let's see if I can open this one-handed. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of having any knives up here, so I'm going to use the key to get this box open, or not, because this key isn't doing a very good job. Might have to use a screwdriver. The screwdriver did a better job than that stupid key did. Hopefully you can see this. Remember that I don't want to spear the packaging because I'm going to need to go get a knife. Let me go get a knife. Got a knife. Not the one that I don't think that's the important part. The important part is not spearing the package. That's... All I can tell you is that this packaging is a real pain in the ass. Under my face. So let's see. Let's take a look here. Make sure you save your original packaging, by the way, because you might need to send your drive back. I already have 2 USB 3.0 cables. Now I have another one. Stockpiling these things. Don't need to use that. And then we have the drive itself, which is actually packaged really decently. Check that out. Super thin line. We have some instructions, which probably tell you a whole bunch of other random stuff, which you shouldn't actually read. You should download the latest from the Toshiba website. And where are my my scissors, god damn it. There they are. You want to be fair to the old drive. Not use another manufacturer's crap. I don't know what WD got so wrong with the Elements drive, but it's kind of not good. This is a matte finish, which I'm already liking because it doesn't fingerprint and scratch as easily as a glossy finish does. It says Toshiba on it. I'm going to assume that that's a white LED or a blue LED. I don't really know. I don't really care. It's an LED nonetheless. All I know is that they're bright as crap. I almost let a word slip out there. It says Toshiba on the bottom in glossy letters, so that's really cool. Really thin. Not the thinnest drive I've ever had. I have had thinner. It's still pretty damn thin. I'm pretty sure that all of these USB 3.0 drives are actually like the WD Elements. So maybe my whole retooling your factory thing that I brought up in my rant is probably not all that important, and I do apologize for that. I was kind of upset with WD and their horribleness. Anyways, I'm gonna have to wait for MemTest to finish, so we'll get straight to the operation of this right after MemTest is done running. Well, and what may be a bad sign already, I don't know if you can tell, but their label seems a little scratched. I didn't just do that now, either. I only just noticed it. Hopefully that isn't a sign of bad things. I am getting impatient. So let's boot up into Windows. And, get everything working. Just put that there for now. Everything should run along a lot smoother because it does have at least 3 gigs available to the OS. Here we go. Then I can find my scissors so I can open up this stupid thing that's right here. My scissors seem to have disappeared. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, right where I expect them to be, right under my nose. So, we will ceremoniously cut the package, or not. Anyway, like I was doing, ceremoniously cut open the package. That interruption really spoiled my mood. Anyway, untie the twist tie. Cable down. Swipe your finger to log in, or not. Never wants to get it on the first try, does it? No, I didn't think so. It doesn't really want to work at all. There we go. And let's plug the drive in. And we will commence the second part of our operation, and that is making sure that this works and has no bad sectors and is functional. Otherwise I'm taking it back and getting another one. Yeah, or we'll basically just plug it into any old random USB. Alright. Ah, it's not overbearing. Whoa, don't knock the keyboard over. Yep, there we go, it's on. And I have a blank screen with a cursor on it. Would you load, please? That'd be most helpful. Alright, we have a desktop and an Adobe update. Revocation is available. Let's allow both of them to run. Or not. Oh, it's gonna make us download McAfee. Or McAfee. This thing, which usually doesn't end up working because, let's see, how much RAM do we have? We now have a commit charge of 6 gigs, which is a lot of freaking RAM, thank you very much. Where I used to be using 65% with all these programs running, I'm now only using 43. What I wanted to check was this. I have a bunch of drives here. My C drive, my K drive, my G drive, which is the Toshiba, which does not have automatic acoustic management. We don't seem to have any issues. Flying hours, disk shift, nothing. Really high temperature for some reason, and all that, which is good. So it's working. No health issues. Next thing that I need to care about. Not sure how much of any of that you saw. I'm sorry about that. Windows Experience Index needs to be refreshed. As you can see, we only have about 2 gigs usable of 5. 6.7 is the new rating. My fan actually turned off while I was gone. But anyways, so all that's working. Everything is good. Now I just need to move all my stuff over to Shiba EXT, about 931 gigs available. Alright, so let's move all the junk off of this. I'm going to turn the fan back on because it is hot as heck. 60 minutes. It's 23 degrees in here. It's 25 downstairs, so it's hotter down there. Anyways, let's move all this junk over to the new drive, which is where it's all supposed to go to begin with. Let's move these finished things over. It's all going over there. Interesting effect going on with this thing. Is it like a reload image or something? I don't know why it's like that. That's actually kind of cool. Obviously, Adobe does not know how to create an installer that actually works. A piece of crap. It's not the first time it's done that either. How useless. Alright, so as you know, I use Firefox, right? I don't think I've ever seen it quite this broken before. Check this out. It's not broken, it still works, but it's really weird. I'm not sure what is up with these glitchy icons, why it's doing that. But now everything seems to have just gone totally haywire. Check this out. Everything is just sort of wrecked. Watch this. Whee! It's all turning purple. I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. I'm not sure what's going on, why this is broken. But yeah, there is an issue here. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe somebody over at the Firefox, yeah, check out the busted up icons. Oops. Really have no idea why it's doing that. It started off with really glitchy buttons. Buttons with like, well, certain HTML boxes and blocks and stuff would appear with white boxes that would like apparently dance to some sort of disco tune or something, but I mean, no, seriously, that's what it would look like. You would see little white boxes just moving and fluttering about all over it. And now this. Now it's just totally busted. I have no idea why it's doing this. Holy crap. I think it's more than just, Firefox. I think it's my graphics card. My graphics chipset, because... what the hell? Alright. I don't know why it did that. But whatever the issue is, it's clearly getting worse. I don't know what's going on. I might have to put a new motherboard in it. Oh boy. Not the kind of service I was really hoping to do. But everything is just sort of broken. Look at this video. This is terrible. What is going on? Maybe it's not as stable as I thought it was. Oops. I didn't actually want to do that, but whatever. Yeah, glitchy, really glitchy. I mean, what the freak? Look at this. I wonder what would happen if I were to, I don't know, take a screenshot of it. Would it actually show up with the glitches? I'm trying to make it glitch up again. It all has to do with the video. I'm not sure what is going on with my graphics. But it's just broken. And it's relatively recent too, because I haven't seen it before. Now it doesn't want to do it. Whoops, there we go. It's like a print screen of that. See if it worked. I'm gonna take a print. Make sure, I want to check this out because this is really odd. No, it's perfect like that. No glitches at all. Very clearly, it is actually my video. Holy crap. Yeah, something is unstable. Something is very unstable because this is not working at all. I don't know what is going on. I might have to put a new motherboard in this system. What is causing all these stupid glitches? Has anybody else ever seen this before? This isn't the first time I've seen video problems, but it's the first time I've really seen it like this. Yeah, this is just seriously busted. Hopefully that's not going to sideline this machine for any considerable amount of time. Permanent limitation of Intel chipset. So this is a chipset problem. This is the actual machine itself. So I think I'm going to have to go down to 4 gigs of RAM, unfortunately. So, because we don't have Type A, we have Type B. Here's our issue. Which was not showing up with my stick here. My 1 gig stick of this. But now it's showing up with this 1 gig and this 4 gig. So we can't have 5 gigs. If I really want to upgrade this RAM further than that, what we can do is we can try and disable Intel VTD. And see if that solves it. Or we can go down to 4 gigs. I would rather not go down to 4 gigs, but if we have to, we can. So, kind of also reassuring that it's not a GPU problem. That it's just some kind of an Intel chipset issue. Like a huge Intel chipset issue. There's a huge bug in the Intel chipset. Which is, I believe, it's not i8-15. Where did I get i8-15 from? That's a really old Intel chipset. What I wanted was device manager. I had to go down to 4. I might buy another 4 gigs sometime in the future. Chipset. What is the freaking chipset this thing has? System devices. ICH9. I believe it's an ICH9 chipset. We have blah 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 ACPI blah blah blah. What is the goddamn chipset? Suppose it doesn't want to tell me, does it? Display adapters. We have Mobile Intel 4. I think it's Mobile Intel 4 is this graphics chipset that has so many issues. This is terrible. Like, what the hell? Well, at least it's not a GPU problem. I'm really glad it's not a GPU problem. Because that means I'm not going to have to put a motherboard on this thing. Just going to move all this crap over, and then we're going to try disabling Intel VTD. And then the video glitches come back, and they get a lot worse. Holy crap. Like, this is worse than it was before. This is way worse than it was before. We have an issue. Pretty big issue. Jesus Christ. It's even occurring here. Well away from anything that it ever needs to come into contact with. There is a problem, and it's pretty huge. You know, we have a whole bunch of huge-ass video files, so this is going to take a while. Might do this overnight. I think I'm going to do this overnight. So you will end up having to see this. This is going to be a 2-part video. So the rest of this video is going to be... Well, then again, the rest of this video you don't really need to see because it's more the same, so yeah. I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.